Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasted. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf.
At the 38-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gain of 9.
There's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
27, Browns 7.
On the return, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Rivers going to bring the Colts up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a give to Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Crunch. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 58. Right over there.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Khari
Willis there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And here's Rodgers on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Number 28, Jonathan Taylor.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Rivers pass.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 18 on the
Good
play.
strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. I know he ain't got it. 50.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw again. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rivers again. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
Mike 51. And watch that. And watch the ball.
They go play action. Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Rivers. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
3-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd, picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Run.
Mayfield on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
58's the money. 58's the money. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Colts.
The first down throw here for Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Back, 380, block 15.
Rivers on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Flushed out right. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They go play action here on first down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Rivers steps away to his left. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Rivers to the rookie Pittman for a Colts first down.
380.
58, come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
White. Left to right.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Left.
Operating from the gun. Rivers escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton.
Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Colts 47, Browns 13. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
By the Colts.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Up 2nd and a yard. At the
and they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Throwing Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Doyle.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
8-yard line.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
58's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
Rivers now. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The quick slant caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and goal for Rivers. Flush to his right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
31-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Taylor.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Colts first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Rivers going to get this one to Taylor out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt. attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
Browns.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. And his kick is right through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go, go, go.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
It's a turnover.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
21-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
15, C.Y. Hilton.
A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield has got Hooper on the short connection and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Here we go.
Hey, Delta!
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 50.
White!
It's been a long day for you.
Throwing here, Rivers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.